another video. Today I decided to do another cooking, kind of showing you how to cook something. So my first one was me making the, pancakes. This time I'm gonna be making curry chicken, the Japanese style, I guess. I don't know, it's just the Japanese curry flavor, but this is just something I've been taught from my parents of making this meal, so I'm just gonna show you the different steps and all that. So the first thing you have to do is make sure you defrost your chicken. So my chicken has already been defrosted. I'll just pop it down because I'm gonna be cutting the chicken and kind of preparing the chicken, and then later on there'll be like cooking the rice and then cutting up all the other like all the other vegetables and then cooking it all together. So that'll be at the end, but this is just me cutting it up and putting salt. So kind of like a quick marinade of the chicken. So I've washed my hands, but I'm just gonna wear gloves. It'll just be easier. I don't have to worry about getting my hands dirty. Alright, so I'll just bring the chicken over here. Okay, so here's the chicken. Raw. Oh wow, there's quite a few pieces. Okay, I did not expect that, but that's fine. More chicken is nicer. Oh, we actually only need, oh yeah, because I shouldn't. Okay, yeah. I just only need one glove. It's just for me to hold on to the... Wait, let me just flip it inside out. There you go. Okay. Alright, so make sure you get a bowl depending on how much chicken you have. So I've got 5 pieces, so I'm just getting a bigger bowl. If you have less chicken, you can probably just do a little bit, like a smaller bowl. You just need to make sure it all fits in here, and then when you like mix it up and everything. So usually you want to cut the chicken based on like how you cut the other stuff. So me cutting the potatoes and the carrots later, they're gonna be like in chunks or like what is it, cubes? Yeah, in cubes. So then the chicken would have to be also kind of like similar of like cube-like. So I'll just cut it and I'll just explain along the way. So I've got one glove on because I realized I need to hold my knife with a clean hand. But so I've got a bowl and okay. So usually the chicken has like some lines that follow it. I don't know if it's, yeah, but usually you have to cut like not you try not to cut the same direction as where the lines are pointed. So let me just cut this in half for a second. I don't know if you can see this. This is gonna be interesting. Alright, anyway. So, we actually need to cut this across the side. The different directions. So this one has lines that are kind of going like this way. So I need to cut this way. You need to cut the yeah, across. So into like little cubes. So once you have them like cut like this, then you can kind of just do this. There you go. So this is what it'll kind of look like. It's actually kind of hard to see. But yeah, like from the top view, it kind of looks like a cube. Yeah. I mean, you just want to make sure it's like bite size. Yeah. Alright, into the bowl. So this one can also just kind of get cut in half. And then we have this one. So yeah, so these ones, like the lines are going this way, so we can cut it easier here. We can probably do 3 pieces. There we go. They're a bit smaller, but like at least they're like that kind of size. This one, I think, yeah. Alright. I don't know if these things are edible, so I don't think I will leave them. I think I'll throw them out. Let's see. Cut these. Okay, so we're done cutting. So now, with our, oh, look at this. There's all the chicken there. So this is where we add some salt just to kind of give it some flavor. Because I mean, we're gonna end up giving it curry flavor in the chicken, so, but we just want the chicken itself to have some flavor, so we're gonna add a bit of salt. take this glove off. So that's that. There we go. And then we just need to Glad wrap it, just so. Nothing can go in and nothing can come out. There you go. Boom! Chicken sorted. So that's the marinated part, so you just need to add a bit of salt. That's all. Nothing else. Just a bit of salt. So we can now pop this in the fridge and then just kind of let it settle for a little bit in a few hours, an hour or so. And then we can pretty much get ready to cook everything else. So this is the chicken prep done though. So alright, so we are up to the part where we go ahead and cook some rice before we start cutting up the vegetables and kind of cooking it all together. So I'm going to be cooking pretty much 2 cups of rice. So my parents already made like some sort of measuring between how much 1 cup is to how much water we have. So I'm just gonna I'm just basing on what we've been taught from them. So obviously if you cook how much you need to measure out for your cup, how many cups to your cups of water, like how much water you put in. So alright, there's the portions done. I'll just quickly stir it just to make sure none of the rice is just getting stuck at the bottom. Okay, that should be good. You just pop it on but not fully seal it. And so I'm going to turn on the fan and I won't be able to talk because you can't hear a thing, so but pretty much we have to wait for the water to pretty much boil, come to the top, then we close the lid and we just pop it in our little thermos kind of holder. So you'll see me do it, but I just won't speak just because the fan will just be way too loud and probably won't be able to hear my voice. So alright, here we go. so that's it. It's a pretty long waiting period, but pretty much once the water has bubbled, so we just kind of let it set. So now pretty much the water is gonna go into the rice, and that's it. And then the next part will be pretty much cooking all the vegetables and cooking the meat. So just pretty much just cooking everything and putting it all together. So yeah, that will be in the next part. So yes, that's it for cooking rice. It's very simple, but just a very, very long wait. Alright, so we are up to the stage where we're cutting the vegetables and pretty much just the final preparation before cooking it. So we've got potatoes and some carrots, and also got an onion as well. And also, because so when we have put everything in, we put this little curry mix. So this is Japanese curry mix with a medium hot flavor. So this like I'm not sponsoring anything, but it's just that it's something like this. And if you like find any like Chinese like Chinese shops or whatever, they'll probably have something like this. Yeah. So it's like golden curry, S&B. But yeah, so this is the type of curry mix that we use at the very end. So I have to also cut this one up a little bit too. I've already washed these, and so we'll just start cutting all these up and be ready to cook. So, and again, with the cutting of these ones, make sure they're bite-sized, but also just like kind of make it similar to how we cut the chicken before. So you want them not too big, not too small, but you want to make sure that actually when we cook them that it's soft enough as well. Yeah. Yeah, if you cut them smaller, they'd be easier to get soft as well. So I think we should. That way too. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I'll just leave them on this cutting board because this is a pretty big one, so it's able to kind of hold it all. And I can, in a way, just kind of stack up these potatoes as well. So just 2 of these is usually enough. With this obscene amount of things on the on the tray here, but there you go. I don't want to lift it up too much. I'm worried it's gonna all fall off, but that's all the vegetables there. That's not vegetables, but yeah. And pretty much the next part is just kind of cooking it all together, making sure it's all, like, especially for the carrots and the potatoes, you want them to be soft enough that someone can just, you know, bite and it's like, it's not so tough on their teeth, you know. Just soft enough, yeah. This is the actual curry thing. This is just usually kind of put at the very end when you just kind of like cut it into little parts and kind of like spread it all around the pan. But yeah, I mean, as long as you just kind of so I usually just kind of like divide it in kind of half-ish. Alright, there we go, everything is all cut. And the final part is pretty much just to cook it all, so yeah. So this is making sure you cut them up into, you know, a reasonable bite size. As long as like the overall like size of it is, you're able to put into your mouth and you don't need to have the struggle of it being too big, then it should be okay. Most of these are pretty tiny, but they're like good bite size, right? And some of these carrots like could be a little bit smaller. Yeah. Do you think like could this fit? But I'm gonna make sure I can try to cook them soft enough. So yeah. So the next part will just be cooking and pretty much like plating as well at that stage. So alright, so this is the final part of cooking it all together. So we have a pan here. We have all our ingredients waiting to be cooked. So I'll probably just put on screen in maybe some text of like what am I doing for each step, just because the fan is just way too loud and I don't want to shout as I'm cooking. Because my family will be heading home soon and I don't really want to like, what do you call it, talk. If they talk over, I'll probably just maybe like, yeah, I'll probably just silence the audio, but I'll definitely just like have text to explain what step I'm doing for each part. It should be clear because you can see the pan, but I'll just have I'll have the text there so you can see what I'm doing for each step. Yeah, so without further ado, let us begin.
curry chicken.